Okay. Hey guys, this is Vince, and this is Two Guys Talking Booze. I'm here with your host, Ricardo.
Vince, welcome to the show.
It's been a long time in the making.
So Vincent has given us bottles. He's been so awesome. He's been here during the taping of the show. Finally able to convince him to come down. Came down from Fort Lauderdale, which makes you the person that traveled the longest to be on the show. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, great. So what are we doing today, Vince?
So we have...
Actually, before we do that, I'm so sorry to get into the business right away. What do you do, Vince?
I am a investment advisor and stockbroker. We manage personal retirement accounts, individual stock accounts, and obviously people are a little bit upset over the past couple weeks, but we will persevere. That is what I do. I love my job, love talking to people. We have a whole big demographic. We have clients in 16 different states approximately.
Awesome.
I travel a lot, and I really just love having the personal relationships with clients.
It's a long game, right?
It's a long game.
Yeah, so like right now you're probably telling your clients, don't jump off a ledge, don't jump off a bridge. It's a long, we should be able to survive this.
There's two different types of people. There's traders and there are investors. And I personally, I trade a little bit, but I'm an investor long term. You know, some people could have seen some of this stuff coming, but it's best to stay in the game long term. Everything recovers and everything will be okay. So we tell people to hang tight and play the long game.
That's awesome. And how old are you?
23.
23-year-old lady. in money, lives in Fort Lauderdale. He's 23 and he's single, as far as I know.
Oh no!
I mean, he was telling me about some crazy Tinder dates, but anyway. But that's another.
We'll get into that off camera.
So we're also celebrating the Gators beat Auburn last night. Yes,
Go Gators! Yeah. I went to UM.
I lost a fingernail yesterday, so it was horrible, but we won. And tomorrow night we play against Houston. So Houston was losing with a minute left to Duke by 6. By 6. ESPN, the prognosticator, had a 96.2% chance of Duke winning. Houston won.
Wow. They clutched up.
They scored 9 points in the last minute to win by 3. Crucial stops. Absolutely amazing. Love to see the Dukies cry.
They dropped the ball.
They choked.
They dropped the ball.
Yeah, literally, they dropped the ball. So now that we talked about Vince and the ladies that could be interested in Vince and the Florida Gators, now what are we doing today?
So we have a bottle of Hudson whiskey.
Let's pose with it. All right.
So this is Hudson whiskey. This is from a place right outside Poughkeepsie in upstate New York. If anyone's been there, there's absolutely nothing there.
What is it? Kapitsky?
Poughkeepsie.
Oh, okay.
Poughkeepsie by Newburgh, it doesn't matter. New York is just New York City, Albany, Buffalo, and Long Island. That's all you need to know about New York. But this is one of my favorites. I often travel to New York. I have a lot of clients up there, mostly on Long Island, but sometimes I like to go upstate. You can actually pick up a bottle of one of these. It's about an hour north of the city.
At the distillery.
At the distillery.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. There's a couple. There's another one I want to get next time I go up there called Rough Rider. They make it all the way on the eastern.
Jeff has it.
Jeff has.
Yeah, he has the Rough Rider.
Wow.
Because I was doing a research for it, and then one day he brought another bottle. But yeah,
it's 5 minutes away from where I stay. When I go to New York, I stay with my grandmother sometimes. She's all the way out east on the North Fork of Long Island. It's 5 minutes from her house. They distill it there.
That's awesome.
And you can only get it there. So
wow.
it's incredible. So that'll be one of the next videos. I like New York whiskey. This is a bourbon. I'm usually a rye guy, but this rye made by Hudson is a little bit too sweet sometimes. Okay. I'm not a big fan of it. So I brought the bourbon. The bottle is a little bit gone through a little bit.
I love the bottle. The bottle is so old school.
The bottle is very old school. I love it. Presentation, very simple. The label's nice. Gives you a lot of information on the back of it about the company, how it's distilled. And yeah, so this bottle is not too costly.
Right. You can get it at lovescotch.com for $27.99, caskers.com, $29.99, and theliquorbarn.com has it for $39.99.
I wouldn't go there. Not good.
You know what? Let's spend $12 more. Maybe they have better packaging. Maybe. And one of the things, a lot of times we put these prices online. Sometimes their shipping is different prices. So maybe the cheaper price has more expensive shipping. Who knows? But yeah, they're probably not good.
Crown also has it too. Crown's a good one. I'm not sure.
Oh, locally, sure.
I'm not sure what the price is there at Crown, but that's usually where I go to get it.
If you know that, can you put that in the comments?
In the comments, yeah.
So
absolutely.
this is what's considered a straight bourbon whiskey.
Mhm.
I was gonna Google what that meant.
we do not do that.
But let's get it cracking. I'm dying to try it. Also, the name Bright Lights Big Bourbon. This calls back to a movie in 1988 called Bright Lights Big City, about a small town guy played by Michael J. Fox who goes to the big city and he encounters all these issues. I loved that movie. There was so many Michael J. Fox movies back in the 80s, including, of course, Back to the Future, which was
those were all right.
This is a hell of a pour.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had a little bit of a wild night last night, so I'm
It's just continuing the party.
continuing the party. That's all right.
That's not.
That's okay.
I appreciate it. It's good.
I might need a little bit of a recovery before I go back to Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have food and stuff like that. So if you look at this color, this is considered a golden brown, and it is it's beautiful. So to the nose, oh, that's delicious. It starts with strong, rich vanilla and oak. Do you get any of those two things?
I get oak, definitely oak.
Yeah,
I get the oak.
If the oak's at the end, I feel like the first thing that hits you is the sweetness, the vanilla. And look at it, it's got some spectacular legs. It's really nice.
Yeah, I love the color.
Yeah, the color is a great
nice.
color. All right, brother. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Look at that. Oh, that's delicious.
Yeah.
That is an excellent bourbon.
It kicks a little bit in the beginning, and then it's a little bit smooth. So they say on the palate, you get lightning notes of stone fruit, cornbread, caramel, and cashew. I'm not sure if I get all of that.
I don't know if I get any of that.
I like to consider myself a connoisseur. I just like drinking different bottles, but I can't really pick apart
you're really
all
into
those.
Bourbons. I saw a picture of your bar. It's bourbons.
Bourbons, and bourbon and rye. I'm not really a fan of Scotch or anything. Just local bourbons and ryes. And stuff.
Well, you would definitely be. Interesting that it says cornbread right in the palate. That's interesting. The finish is long, warming finish for sure. It's warming, coats your mouth and lingers long after the final sip. I would agree with all that description. I am feeling this warmth. And that makes sense for it being in New York, right?
Yeah,
it's cold up there. You want something to warm you up. Fantastic.
I get a little bit of cornbread. I think. If you let it sit on your tongue, swish it around a little bit in your mouth, I think you can get a little bit of cornbread going on. And
one of the things that Vince was saying before we started shooting is if we ever do those drops of water thing, the fancy connoisseur.
Yeah, we're not connoisseurs. Next time I come, we'll have a little dropper. Because you're not supposed to put it on rocks. It completely dilutes it.
Good.
I always drink whiskey on rocks, but the first time I try a new whiskey, I always drink it neat.
Love that.
You're supposed to put a drop in it, maybe a tiny little ice cube to unlock the flavor, but...
Well, they say that for the scotches, too. For the scotches, they say it really opens it up. I don't know. I don't have what's called a sophisticated palate. I'm just now picking up stuff after so many different things. I pick up the vanilla. When you said the oak, I got that oak, But this is excellent. Thank you, Vince, for sharing this with us. And thank you guys for joining us on episode 83 of the Two Guys Talking Booze podcast with Vince Tamburello. Hopefully we'll be able to get him back on the show very, very soon, even though it's a long drive.
If anyone needs some financial advice.
What's the name of the company?
It's Lincoln Investment Planning.
Lincoln, everyone knows that.
That's Lincoln Financial.
Okay.
Lincoln Financial. We're a small broker-dealer.
Forget that Lincoln Financial.
Kind of a joke, but please give me a call. I love helping people with different situations. Everyone has a different financial circumstance, and I like navigating that with people.
Awesome. He'll be tagged on Instagram so you guys can reach him. Cheers. Delicious.
Good?
Oh, God, that's good.
No, but the video.